Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea. I'm a celebrity makeup artist based in Paris, and in today's video I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to do a minimalist makeup look. Minimalist makeup look is for those of you who love to apply makeup but you don't like it to show. You don't like to see too much color, too much texture. Not to be confused with the no makeup look. I think the no makeup look is the, that absolutely zero makeup, zero colors, just an improvement of your lashes. A minimalist look is a little bit more than a no makeup look. I am obviously wearing makeup. You can see I'm wearing makeup, but it's a natural looking makeup. And the most important thing, the products that I was using and the steps that I was using is definitely for what I would call a minimalist, a beginner, someone that can appreciate makeup but does not have the time or does not want to put the time into creating a sophisticated look. So if you love a minimal look that has a maximum impact, this is the video for you. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I scratched by mistake, but this happened. Let's ignore it and hopefully makeup can hide it. The first thing as a minimalist in my head, if you're a minimalist, you have no desire for the makeup to show on your face. However, you love makeup, right? That's why you're here. But you just like the very, very natural look. So I would start the makeup with something like this. This is a luminizer, but compared with other luminizer on the market, this is the most natural one. You can even use this on its own, meaning you don't need to apply anything underneath. This can be your only product if you want, and then move on with concealer. You don't even have to apply foundation or a skin tint. Compared with other products such as Charlotte Tilbury, I've talked about this comparison before. Charlotte Tilbury or the Star Filter from Dior is that this is a lot more natural. This is the type of product that you can easily apply all over the skin. It's not too metallic, it's not too shiny, it's just the perfect amount of glow. I got you closer so you can see exactly what this does on my skin. It did not add color, it did not add any texture, it's just a beautiful natural shine. As a minimalist, you want your base to be obviously very sheer. You want everything to look undetectable on the skin. So I suggest the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint. Now let me show you what this does. First of all, you need to shake this product really, really well in order to activate the pigment. I'm using T6. It's more of a neutral undertone. This is what it looks like on the back of my hand. And this is what it looks like on my face. And now let's apply it using a synthetic brush, and I'll just do a very thin layer of this. So again, this is not a foundation. This is supposed to just even out the skin. So this is with a very thin layer again, and this is without. The next product honestly could not define more a minimalist, and that is a new Pinpoint concealer pen. This is actually a pencil from Lisa Eldridge, and this is one of the products that you did not know you need. You're going to see it in action and you're going to understand how much you need this, especially as a minimalist. If you are a makeup artist, also this is absolutely amazing. So the first shade I'm going to use is number 4. And why this is amazing? Because you are going to spot conceal everywhere you need with this product. First, let me just get rid of very weird redness I have right here. I don't understand why. And look at this. You can easily blur any imperfections you have. This is a beauty mark. This is a beauty mark, but these are dark spots from the sun. So you just want to tap a little bit on top of them. I have a big red angry pimple right here. We're going to cover. It's really great for spot concealing, this pen, because the reality is you will realize that about 80 to 95% of your skin is in perfect condition. You just might have spots here and there And this is just so practical. I'm going to use shade number 3 on this one. This is another beauty mark, but I just wanted to show you power of coverage. Of course you could use concealer, but I'm telling you, this is really, really great because it's waterproof, it's sweat proof. Wherever you apply this product, it will not move. I have a very terrible vein right here. I hate this vein, but what can I do? This is again a beauty mark, but just wanted to show you how we can cover this. I think this pencil is absolutely exceptional, especially if you like detailed work. When it comes to concealer, I have a very particular theory. I think that it is better to have a medium or even full coverage concealer, questionable full coverage, right? More like medium full coverage, than having a very light product. Because from a medium coverage concealer, you can sheer it out. You can make it look incredibly natural. You can make it look very thin depending on what you have underneath. So right now underneath I have eye cream, right, which will make any concealer, no matter how much pigment it has, no matter how much coverage it has, it will sheer it out. Better use or have in your makeup kit something that is more on the medium coverage side. So I strongly recommend you this. I know that some people who have dry skin tell me that this can be a little drying. For me, it's just perfect. The key is quantity. As you can see, I've used tiny little bit. Then I take synthetic brush and look at this. With that tiny dot, I've succeeded to really hide the dark part right there under the eyes. And then with what is left on the brush, I continue right here. You don't want to apply too much product on the mobile lid, especially if you have very, very thin eyelids. You know, they look even more dry sometimes when you apply concealer. So what I suggest you to use concealer on the brow bone, that's going to give your eyes a very clean, beautiful look, right? I get back to this amazing Pinpoint concealer pan because I just remember about this situation where a lot of women have those spider veins around their nose. I don't have them around my nose, I have them all over here, and I have a lot of them. But I know that a lot of women have them around the nose, and it's a pretty tricky place to have them because it always makes you look like you have a cold. Nobody wants to have a red nose. So this is great to spot conceal around the nose if you have those spider veins. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this pan. This is my skin before any color, before any powder, and I think it looks already very good. The fact that we've succeeded to even out the skin, it's already a really good improvement. When it comes to blush, I have to say that in my opinion, nothing looks more natural than a cream blush, but there are so many on the market and some of them can be incredibly intimidating and very pigmented, and you can see them on the skin. They're very hard to blend. In my opinion, this is the perfect combination between pigment and finish. It's the most natural finish with the amount of pigment it has. And I know this is pretty light and pretty, maybe it looks pretty orange for you, but I'm going to demonstrate how beautiful this is on the skin. So I've put it on the back of my hand and I'm going to take it with a synthetic brush. Spread the product on your brush. It's going to be so much easier. And then as I press, you can see the color starting to show. So it looks pretty warm, but I'm telling you, on the skin, it's beautiful. It's just the perfect shade. If you're like me, obviously, light, medium. And then you want to do a quick swipe on the nose and on your brow bone. I'm telling you, this little detail of applying your blush on the brow bone makes a huge difference. it will just make your makeup look very cohesive, have a lot of harmony. And I, by the way, love this brush because with one side you could apply the product, with the other side you can blend it just in case you've applied too much. You can do small corrections. I love this. It's from Huda Beauty. As you can see, the skin has a lot of shine pretty much everywhere. This can be great. Some people love it, some people don't. I personally love to set my makeup with powder, but I'm not a minimalist. If you are, but if you don't really like the idea and the look of a powder, you can use a liquid powder. Now, this is something that I've had in my makeup kit forever, and it's something that I typically use for men. So you want to apply a tiny little bit on the back of your hand and then take the product with your fingers ideally, or with a sponge. A sponge can work as well. And now check this out. As I apply it here, look how the shine just goes away. Magic, right? And that is something that you can use as a minimalist or not. If you don't like powder, this is a great option, a liquid powder. So this liquid powder did a great job everywhere on my T-zone, where I have very large pores. Hopefully that now that we're shooting 4K, you can see how big my pores are. I've also applied it everywhere around my mouth. However, I tried it under the eyes. It doesn't work. It starts to look weird because there is a lot of movement around the eyes. For the eyes, I actually recommend you this other powder. And quantity is key. This is from Mcgrath and is the baby pink powder. And I say quantity is key because this powder, if you apply too much or if you apply with a powder puff, I feel like it doesn't have a really good look. So right now I'm just using a concealer brush to just make sure that the concealer didn't crease. And now I just take, let me show you how much I take. So take the excess off, and then because the concealer, you do have to set it, else it's going to crease. That's just the way concealer works. So again, I'll take a little bit in there. Undetectable, I promise. Quantity is key. The type of product that I would not use if I want my makeup to be really undetectable would be, you know, One Size, Huda Beauty, Laura Mercier. Those are powders that are absolutely amazing, high-performing products. But are they undetectable on the skin? No, they're not. When it comes to eyebrows, I always recommend two products. They're very different, but I promise you they're the most natural looking. The first one would be a brow powder. Nothing is as natural as brow powder. And even if you have very dark eyebrows, I will still go with something very light, such as taupe or medium brown. I always tend to use the lighter color in the medium brown palette. This is also Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. And what the powder does, just creates a shadow. You don't want to be too precise with powder. You just want to create a little bit of shadow. And then the key is to always brush the eyebrows, always brush the product, spread it in the body of the eyebrow so that it looks very, very natural. A second one would be a tinted eyebrow gel. Now the difference between them is that a tinted eyebrow gel cannot change truly the shape of your eyebrows. So you're going to apply it and basically it's going to give you more volume. It's going to discipline your eyebrows, but it's not really going to do much about shape. This product is truly for the hairs, right? It's truly for the eyebrows, where an eyebrow powder, right? It's for the skin in between your eyebrows. Doesn't make any sense. Like, as you can see, it didn't change much with the shape. There are still some irregularities right here that this product could not fix. However, it did make my eyebrows a little bit fuller and it disciplined them. So it's really up to you to choose. I think both are great for different reasons. I forgot to mention bronzer, and I think that this is such a great product for a minimalist, not only, but especially if you're looking for just a wash of color, something that has this sheerness to it. Because again, powder or even a stick bronzer would still show, would still have a little bit of texture on the skin. You'll still see product there. However, with this, imagine it's like this product, but just with more pigment, more substance, right? I'm going to apply it on the back of my hand. It's my preferred way to use this product. It's in the shade Light, Makeup by Mario. I'm going to take this LC02 brush from Rephr, load my brush with it, and then apply it a little bit lower than where I've applied the blush. You see the blush is right here now. It's going to marry with the bronzer. You could totally mix it. You could apply it on top or even under it. I like to apply a little bit of my bronzer on the brow bone, obviously on the forehead, because it, you know, you want to mimic where the sun naturally hits your face. Again, quantity is key with this product. You could totally make it more visible. You can make it more intense, but I think this is enough for what we were trying to achieve here. Guys, you just stamp it. Like, don't be afraid of this product. Don't be afraid of liquid products. And if you are afraid, my tip, go one shade lighter. You will never go wrong with it. I'm going to give you a few options when it comes to the eye makeup. Obviously, you know, the easy way would be to choose a palette like this. This is a neutral palette, and it's actually a pretty good small compact palette that has quite a lot. Like for example, I can mix this, and this, all three to create a natural looking makeup. I would go with this one all over the eyelid, the dark one at the base of my lashes and on the lower lash line to smoke out the line. And then I would use this because it's so pretty as, you know, a little highlighter right in the middle of the eyelids. You did not expect this shine. I know, I already know this, but I'm telling you, this palette is really good. It's from Beauty N01, 01, Summerina Brown 01. Really good palette. This would be like the obvious choice, right? To go towards colors like that. And then the second option would be to take you towards cream eyeshadows. Now, these cream eyeshadows, they're not all the same. I would have to say out of all of them, the most like high performing one, meaning the cream liquid eyeshadow with the most pigment, would be the Hindash. This is very, like, you need a tiny little bit and you have the pigment. So maybe I wouldn't take this if I were a minimalist, because then you might not know how to manipulate that. A very natural looking one, that's why everyone loves it, is the Giorgio Armani. This is mistake proof. It's the makeup for dummies category. That's how easy it is to apply this. You just, like, let me show you. Get it, put a dot, and then with your fingers or a brush, you see it blends beautiful. It doesn't dry out too fast. Another one that is in between. It's not like super high. I mean, it is a high performing product, but what I mean is the product, the pigment, and the way it blends. So this one is from Eldridge. Again, you don't need a lot, but it blends really easily, really seamlessly. Look at this. One dot. Look at what one dot was able to do, right? So again, this has a lot of pigment, but in comparison with this, with the Hindash, it has a little bit less, okay? And it's a little bit easier to manipulate. However, it has more pigment than Giorgio Armani. So I would say the Giorgio Armani is the lightest one to use if you have no skill, if you are just starting, if you like something very natural, go with that. Another product that I love and I've been raving about, Cupid's Arrow. And these come in multiple shades. You have mattes, you have shimmers. Let me just show you this nice shimmery one. However, just keep in mind that the shimmery ones are not as compact. They don't stay as well as the matte ones. The matte ones, because the pigment matters, right? So the pigment that they put in order to achieve a color can change the way a product performs. And that's available with any product, not just these. So for example, if you were to take neutrals, matte neutrals will always last and will always blend the most beautiful. They're the easiest to make, but as you can see, a little bit, you know, you blend it. It's easy to blend, but it's a lot more pigment. So I would, again, I recommend these. Would I recommend these for a minimal look? The reason I'm not going to introduce the solo eyeshadows from Merit is because being a clean product, they tend to dry pretty fast. So if you have that product for about a year and you use it once a month, which I know that when it comes to eye makeup, people don't use as much makeup anymore for the eyelids, for the actual eyelids, it dries out. So that's why I would not recommend it unless you know you're going to use that a lot. Of course, I'm going to take the Giorgio Armani one because, like I've mentioned, it is the easiest one. Look, I applied very sloppy. And then I just take a brush and blend it. And it's just that easy. This comes in different colors. I personally like this brown shade on me. You know, it pulls really beautiful with bronzer. It's from the same color. It looks really, really beautiful. I will apply a little bit on the lower lashes. Do you see how I just do back and forth movement for the crease? And you have a really nice color that is emphasizing the shape of your eye. A trick that you can do to just maximize every product that you have in your collection. I would take a little bit of this product that I've applied right at the beginning of the makeup. With your fingers or with the brush, you want to take a little bit and apply it just in case you like more luminosity like I do. On the eyelids, you want to apply this. It's going to give it a beautiful wet look. It's not super shiny. It's just a little bit of texture. I love this effect. Mascara. I chose this mascara in particular, and I'm going to show you how with 2 moves this will give me length, volume, but not. Look at this. 2 swipes, right? And you know what? This is brand new, so don't do this. But I'm going to take the excess on a little paper because it's too much and I want to rush it a bit. There. Separates the lashes so well, this mascara from Sweet. There would be a time and a place when I would love this type of mascara. This is the type of look where, you know, I would prefer a more natural lash. Just in case anyone was wondering what I've been wearing this whole time on my lip, it's just a clear lip balm. Actually, it's a little whitish, so in combination with the color of my lips, it gives this very pale pink. It's from Givenchy. And it's just their classical lip balm. Okay, let's move on. And the final step is lips. And I'm going to use this really beautiful lipstick from Tom Ford. This is in the shade First Time. And I've just taken off that lip balm. If you cannot find this lipstick, although right now it is available at Harvey Nichols. Is it Harvey Nichols? Let me double check. Harvey Nichols is the only place I found this lipstick because I truly love this color. A very similar one with this is Sexy Sienna from Charlotte Tilbury. Sexy Sienna is just a little bit more pink, just a tiny bit more pink. Always was a big fan of this color. And actually one more step that I'm going to do is to take, doesn't make any sense now. I always like to sort of match my lipstick with my blush. It's just always a really beautiful look. So now I just want to add a pinch more blush. Again, just to maximize your product, I want to take again this product and show you what it would look like if you apply it on the lips and on top of your base. So I took a tiny little bit. This is what it will look like on my lips. So it makes it a little bit lighter and it gave that sheen to it. It's all about your preference, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible to change the lipstick. You could use this on top of anything, any matte lipsticks especially. And then I'm going to take this product with a beauty blender. Well, actually, I don't know if this is a beauty blender. This is just a sponge. And then I will go on the highest points of the cheeks just to add a little bit of glow. And look at this. It's gorgeous. Again, it might not be your cup of tea, but I wanted to show you what you could do with your product easily, right? Okay, guys, and this is my step-by-step guide for a minimalist makeup look. This is not a no makeup look. As you can see, there is a difference between them. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. You know, I love to read every single comment. As usual, all the products that I've mentioned, including the colors and a link where I found those particular products, you're going to find in my description box. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I share a lot of makeup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.